Morning everyone, welcome back to David at Go To Hobbies. It's a lovely morning. The sun's out, it's Sunday, and I'm just chilling. So, as I say, welcome back to David at Go To Hobbies. We are going to talk about ETs and their power sources. So, if you want to hear more about these sort of things and ETs and stuff, visit my playlist on the paranormal and ufology. You will find a whole load of different videos on all different subjects. ET's spacecraft we are going to talk about today and how they are powered. Because they are far advanced of what we got. If we was going to use a type of drive system, a power source, what would we use? Nuclear? Would we use matter and antimatter? Would we use fusion, plasma drive, a form of thought projection drive? The concepts that we could employ for energy source. Look what the sun does with fusion and plasma. It's the amount of energy the sun gives off is incredible. So let's imagine that ETs are using like a similar type of power source, or they're using different elements. There's certain people that have worked and back engineered different craft and tried to understand the power sources. It's very fascinating because different energies do different things, but the primary role is just to move things from A to B, to stop things, to hold things, and there's other concepts what we're going to talk about in the near future as well regarding energy. So just to beware, I've got a few doggies with me. I've got two sitting on my lap and another one mooching around. I think where they're going to find themselves most comfortable. Excuse me. Now, as I make myself comfortable, I love talking about UFOs, ETs, technologies, and everything in between, whether it be even religion. I find it fascinating, and the military, I would have thought, are back engineering energy sources. If they have weapons, developing it, their craft, how they're made. I find, excuse me, I'm just swapping hands. I find it very interesting. You think about the power source and how they are able to move space and time, how they go from point A to point B, or from point A to point C, or to point A to Z. It's fascinating because what we use at the present time on our engines, propulsion systems, they are so far advanced. It makes us look like, we're still in the Stone Age. And you think to yourself, how are we going to get there? We back engineer. We shoot their craft down. We have craft given to us. When I say craft, I mean they're spaceships. Excuse me. Now, I think, as I said in a previous video, their spaceships or ET craft could be grown, or they can be made with matter or matter converters. Interesting concept though. So, either way, that's interesting. So, how would you integrate a power source into a living craft from something that's been created by what I would class as a plant? Their plants are totally different. They actually grow. They actually make things instead of producing like fruit and vegetables. Interesting concept, isn't it? So they've grown a spacecraft, and they've got the ability to alter that spacecraft and take out bits of it. In other words, take out and make rooms, a place for the drive system, navigation, place to sleep, place to transfer between spacecraft like a transporter, a matter transporter, an energy source. Because their type of spacecraft are actually living. And how does it sustain itself? Does it have fluids that are floating around inside it in tubes, or like vessels, like what we have, blood vessels? Does it have its own vessels where it has a heart, it breathes, it lives? How does it live? What does it live on? Does it live on matter? Does it live on energy of life? Does it live on energy from the sun? Have they harnessed a way to, what's the word I'm looking for? Store the sun's energy, fusion energy, plasma energy? I don't know. Another concept, is the sun actually a living thing? Interesting, isn't it? Is energy living? But we're just generating it, but we don't understand it, what it really is, what it does. All these questions. What if what we've been told is totally and utterly wrong? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just speculating. And I think to myself, am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I'm just having all these thoughts about ETs and what they're capable of doing, what the purpose is, their craft. And us, the human race. Certainly makes you wonder, doesn't it? What do you think? Do you think they've mastered it? They've got spacecraft that are actually living? Do you think they've got spacecraft that are actually grown, produced, and then they can turn it into a living thing. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be interested in what your thoughts are. And yeah, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Always appreciated. And if you didn't, and you think I'm talking a load of trash, give us a thumbs down. I'm not bothered, slightest. But I'm just putting my ideas out about my interests. And if you're interested in the same things as me, leave some comments below, because at the end of the day, I like talking about it. I like putting my ideas out. But it's nice to have someone else like you that's watching this thinking, oh, he might be right actually. And then we can talk about it. What do you want me to make a video of? Those sort of things. So, yeah. If you want to hear more about my interests and stuff like that, hit the subscribe button and then click on the little bell icon and then click all, and then you'll be notified. And thanks again. Always appreciated, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.